Today we're going to learn about the American Pageant, Chapter 11, which was the years 1800 to 1812. Federalists and Republican mudslingers began the mudslinging of presidential campaigns, which is talking badly about your contestants, and in debates you would tell lies, like when Jefferson was atheist when he wasn't. The Revolution of 1800 was the peaceful exchange of power from Federalist to Democratic in the presidential tie, and it was down to the House of Representatives. It was a revolution because it was the first time in American history that power passed peacefully from one political party to another. Alien Sedition Acts expired. He said the national debt was bad, and he was against Hamilton's idea of the Bank of the U.S. The Judiciary Act created 16 new federal judges. John Marshall became Chief Justice, and he was a very impactful Federalist, and he served for 14 years, which lasted longer than the Federalist Party. Marbury versus Madison is on all tests. William Marbury was a midnight judge, and James Madison was not going to allow him to take his judgeship, and Marshall Court upheld Madison and denied Marbury of his judgeship. Jefferson reduced the military and created a navy, but it still wasn't very effective. Louisiana was a big area in the west past the Mississippi River, and it'll be later purchased for $10 million from France, doubling the size of the U.S. And Jefferson, he sent out Lewis and Clark to have a 2.5-year exploration, and they found out and mapped the rest of the U.S. Aaron Burr was Jefferson's first vice president. He got into a duel with Hamilton. Hamilton exposed the plot of his radical Federalists, and they challenged to a duel. Hamilton agreed to defend his honor. Hamilton refused to shoot, and Burr shot him dead. These are some important questions you should think about. What was the presidential election of 1800 decided? Why do we consider it a revolution? Marbury versus Madison. Jefferson's beliefs on the military. Why was Jefferson sworn on what to do purchasing Louisiana? And Jefferson was reelected in 1804. He won by a landslide, 164 votes to 14. He faced trouble right away. Napoleon, Britain started an 11-year fight. 1805, Britain won the War of Trafalgar. He became king of the seas. Napoleon won the Battle of Austerlitz, became king of land. Britain and France were then forced to start economic warfare. Britain returned to impressing sailors, 6,000 Americans from 1808 to 1811. Americans wanted war from England. Jefferson wanted peace. He never wanted to fight. He pushed the Embargo Act of 1807 through Congress, and Europe relied on U.S. for food. It severely hurt American economy. New England ports shut down. Soup kitchens set up for feed and unemployed. Farmers had nowhere to sell their crops, and Americans were outraged. But he still held firm to the embargo. On March 1st, 1809, Congress repealed the embargo and replaced it with the Non-Intercourse Act, which reopened trade with all countries except France and England. Then we get to President James Madison. Jefferson retired, and March 4th, 1809 was when James Madison was sworn into office. The Non-Intercourse Act was going to expire in 1810. Congress passed the Makin's Bill No. 2, which was a failure. Madison hoped England would repeal orders, and they didn't. Madison was forced to place the embargo back on England. U.S. neutrality was over. Tecumseh and the Prophet. Warhawks yearned the wipeout of the Indian threat to the settlers of the West. and two Shawnee brothers wanted to stop American expansion. Madison's War, in 1812, the Congress declared war, and it was a House vote of 79 to 49, Senate 19 to 13. And New England was treasonous during the War of 1812, supported Britain, not France, and didn't want agrarian Canada. America was no way ready for this war. So, thank you for watching. This was my APUSH final project on Chapter 11 of American Pageant.